everyone, we're going to talk to you about our new mobile app. It is called Survive. It's a game, and basically we decided we weren't going to make a generic game about everything else, so we made a generic game. And what you do in Survive is anything can happen, nearly. And what happens is you could be walking down the street and all of a sudden Survive will go off in your pocket. You don't have to be on it all the time. Basically, you have infected people. It starts with a couple of infected people, and you are a person, and you've got to run away from the infected people. But rather than being a button-pushing, annoying game, it works on radiuses. I don't know yet. Works on radiuses. So, just think of a scenario. You could have just gone into the shop, waiting at the till with all of your stuff. All of a sudden, Survive goes off in your pocket. Oh crap, I've got to run. And yeah, basically, you have to run away from people, which makes life much more interesting. If you imagine a normal day going on and you have to completely lost with shredders, I don't know what they want to say. Basically you've just got to run away from things. I can't remember what I was saying, so I'm going to pass on to the mechanics of the game.
Okay, the whole radius idea of it works with just, if you're infected and if you're a human, you've got both people at a radius, it doesn't matter what. So, let's say this is an infected and this is a human. They each have a radius each. That's the intersection between the radiuses, just there. And as a human approaches the infected, they'll get a ping that will say you're approaching an infected member. And if you stay, if an infected member crosses fields with a human for a certain amount of time, that person becomes an infected and then joins on continuing to try and infect humans. And that's how the radiuses work.
There'll be both global and private game servers. So the global is obviously global and it works with everyone, everywhere. And the way it will work is it will look for the game will be going until either 90% of the population of the people playing are infected, or the game just hasn't progressed in a long time. And then if you and a few friends just want to play in your local town, you can hop into a private server and just run around like lunatics, pretending there's a zombie invasion or something equivalent going on. And that's the game service.
If you want to compete with your friends or on a global scale, you can enable logging of your score. So if you infect someone, you get a point. If you manage to survive the round, which could last a month or a day, you get 100 points. So obviously, trying to survive is a lot more important, but you can play it sneakily and trying to infect a lot of people.
In addition, of course, there will be a map, which will be showing the players in a local area. And their color will be depending on whether we are infected or not.
The app will also be integrated with social media such as Facebook and Twitter, and you can sort of send updates to your friends and invite them to your private games.
If you're doing very well at the game, so you're having trouble surviving, you can buy some helpful effects on in-app store, which will slow the infection rate, so you can have more time to escape. Or if you're having trouble infecting more people, you can increase the radius of your infection.
But microtransactions are used in every kind of app now. They're kind of getting annoying, you know, having to pay for every little thing in your app. So we come up with an alternate service, getting a business to pay for you. A business would purchase a safe zone around, for example, say Subway. And you go into a Subway that is doing the service, and I'm run out of time. Thank you very much. Well, as well as advertising to people who are actually playing the game, this will encourage players of the game to take refuge in your restaurant, for example. An alternate way we've considered doing this is by limiting the safe zone to those who, for example, would buy a sandwich off you. By getting lunch and getting a certain amount of safe time simultaneously.
So if you're not playing the game,
So if
you can't stay in my restaurant.
Sorry?
If you're not playing the game, you can't stay in my restaurant.
No, it's just a way of getting extra customers in. So if I'm playing the game looking for somewhere for lunch and I see somewhere's got a safe zone,
Rather than going to a competitor that isn't, thereby enticing more people into your store, advertising as well as that, more people may well download the app, as if you don't have to pay, then the more people, the better, and that's just enticing more people to come in.
I think there's a similar app already on the market for this. It's called Gonorrhea.